Hey, how you doing, Queen?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy to see you.
Yes, you too. How's
How
everything
the
going?
family? Everybody good?
Yeah, everyone's good.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Where you at? You in Murfreesboro?
Yeah, I'm in Murfreesboro.
Oh, okay. Cool. Tell everybody I said hey.
Will do.
All right. First and foremost, thank you for coming on the show. It's definitely an honor. I'm proud of you. Please continue to do the great work that you're doing.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an honor. Let me see. Okay, so for the viewers who may not know you, let them know what your name is and where you're from.
I'm Jade Maree. I was born in Atlanta, but I've been in Middle Tennessee pretty much my whole life, so this is my home.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. Now we're gonna get right into it. Tell me a little bit about the book.
Yeah, the beginning of the end is the first book of the Corona Chronicles series, and it's based off a journal I kept during corona the coronavirus pandemic from the start. Um, just detailing certain aspects of my life, but obviously during the pandemic, what normally is what we normally did got a little crazy.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. I got a chance to read the book. The book was very interesting. I commend you for taking that challenge to document, the things that was going on because you share a unique perspective. You're writing from a young lady, an African American, going through the pandemic, which a lot of us, that was the first time we've been through something like that, especially people that's, born in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. We never witnessed something like that. So I think that that's something that's going to stand the test of time. 100 years from now, 50 years from now, people
Yeah,
going to want to know what it was like going through the pandemic, especially for Black people. So big shout out to you for that.
thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm proud of you. So for the viewers, make sure y'all check out that book. But it's for everybody though. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people would be interested in reading it because you did a good job of tracking everything going day by day. So
Absolutely.
let me see. Okay, my next question is: if people want to check out your book, where can they find the book at?
You can find the book on Amazon, Amazon.com. And I'm also doing certain author signings where you can buy the book there, but also get your book signed. Um, yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. Now my next question is: what actually inspired you to write this book?
Well, like I said, I just started keeping a journal. I've always liked to write just because I'm better with words on page than spoken words. But then after, the pandemic kept going and one notebook turned into four, then five, my parents were like, you've got to publish this. Let the world see it. There's a lot of people who can get something from this, and um, you've got something very special here.
Oh, okay, cool. Definitely shout out to your parents.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
a great idea. Let me see. Journaling, that's a good tool for mental health. A lot of people during the pandemic and even now are struggling with mental health. So
Mhm.
if you're watching this and you're thinking of different ways how to combat, depression, anxiety, stress, we got a lot of things going on in our mind, and I could attest to it that journaling or keeping a diary or writing in any form, if you want to do poetry, you want to write music, that's a good way to preoccupy your mind with something other than, the problems and the things that we're going through in this world. So I think if you read this book, you'll not only get a glimpse of what it was like from the author's perspective to go through the pandemic, but you can also learn how to keep an accurate and effective journal as well.
For sure.
Let me see. Okay, my next question is: will you write another book? Are you going to continue to be an author, or was this like a one-off? Or
No, I definitely want to continue. Like I said, The Beginning of the End is just the first book in the series. Um, so I'm working on the second book now, and it's something that I think is going to really grow. And if this isn't going to be my only series, I definitely enjoy being an author a little more than I anticipated. So it's definitely just the start.
Okay, okay, cool. I'm definitely gonna check out the next book. Now, I wanted to ask you about that, going from keeping a journal to actually becoming an official author. Has your perspective changed on writing or, books or, literature, period?
Hmm. I think it's made me realize that the whole process is a little bit more personal than I initially thought. I mean, obviously, I'm not writing like, a fiction, like a very fictional book or a biography, but it feels more natural when you just let everything come from your own heart and from your own mind, and just let the words kind of fall onto the page. So it's not really as, I guess, intimidating as I first thought.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Let me see what my next question is. Okay, now, do you have any other ventures or projects that you might be working on outside of being the author?
Um, I mean, if you want to count college, I'm starting college in a couple months, so that in and of itself is a really big step. I'm really excited as to what'll come in that area. Um, I guess right now I'm just focusing on refining my craft and just taking everything one day at a time as of now.
Okay, okay, cool. Once again, I'm proud of you. You taking another major step. Going to college, that's major because a lot of people don't take that step, and you've been doing extremely well in high school. You're an author. So you accomplishing a lot of great things at a young age, and you stepping out into the real world. So I wanted to ask you, how do you feel becoming a woman, an African American woman, in American society today, going from high school to college to being an author, from being a student, if you could speak on that a little bit.
Um, I guess the uncertainty of it, because obviously you don't know everything that's going to happen. That's a little bit intimidating, but I'm honestly pretty ready, or I'm pretty excited for it rather. I think I've got a strong support system, and I can trust that everything I've learned up until now is all in preparation for that. Um, Especially as an African American woman, obviously there's a lot going on right now, but I think that hmm, I think that it's my job, and if as the series follows, you'll kind of see that. But I think it's my job to just pay attention to everything that's going on and document it, so that years from now, when I have a child, then they won't have the same reservations I have, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It makes a lot of sense. I'm sure your family will be proud of you for generations to come, and that's very important because you're leaving behind a legacy, and you also just getting started at the same time. So if you just be consistent and stay on the path you're on, you will do great, and your lineage will be great as well. So I look forward to seeing that. Let me see. Okay, tell the viewers again the name of the book and where they can find the book.
Yeah. So the book is the Corona Chronicles, the beginning of the end. Um, Again, first book of the series, and you can find it on Amazon as an ebook and paperback.
Okay, okay. Now, do you have a social media page for the book? Is that you want to share that with the people, or
Yeah, I do. I You can find me on Instagram at Corona Chronicles 2022. I post book updates, content updates, teasers, and other pretty cool content that you don't want to miss.
okay, okay, cool, cool. So we about 10 minutes in. So I just wanted to cover the book and let the people know that I did read the book. I read every page. It's very exciting, and it took me back to what I was going through during the pandemic. So, like I say, mental health is a big thing, especially now. Everybody goes through it. It's natural, just like we have physical. We get injured, we get hurt, we have to recover, we have to take care of ourselves, and we have to do the same thing for our mental as well. So, journaling and also reading, those are things that we could do to help us, overcome these different things that we're going through. So, if you check out this book, I think it's a good book for people of different ages, people that's in high school, people that's out of high school. I'm almost 40 years old and I found the book very, very interesting. So, again, I just want to tell everybody to check it out. And I want to thank you again, Queen, for coming on the show. I'm proud of you. Please continue the great work that you're doing. You know,
Thank you so much for having me.
okay, yeah, it's definitely an honor. I'm gonna have you back on here. When you get famous and you a bestseller and on top of the world, I'm gonna invite you back on here.
It'll be my pleasure.
Right, sooner than later. All right, so tell everybody I said, hey, I love them, and y'all be safe out there. And to the
Will do.
viewers, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Taye Speaks. So until next time, family, peace.